Hi, Professor Sajadi and Professor Rich. So for the last few days, I was checking on this open source zero trust project, OpenZiti. I still have a lot of unsolved puzzles about this project, but I think it's time that I have to give some updates. So I will introduce my understanding to OpenZiti by covering these topics in this video. What is OpenZiti, why it's built, how to use it, and the potential it brings to our research about zero trust. So OpenZiti, its official documentation gives this figure and lots of terminology. But in my own opinion, we just need to remember that OpenZiti is a tool that adds an overlay network to applications directly and automatically. Also, the transmission way usually it's TLS, right? And OpenZiti use mutual TLS. That's it. So what is an overlay network? An overlay network is actually a very old concept. I'm sure both of you are familiar with. In simple words, an overlay network is a logical or virtualized network built on the top of another network. And this overlay network will process all the north-south traffic, right? In another word, all the external traffic of the underlay network. As for underlay network, it's network that this overlay network is based on. We can see some examples. So here is the OSI model we're all familiar with. So the concept of overlay network is distinct from the traditional OSI network model. But we can add some overlay networks into this OSI model. Like layer 4, we can layer 4 is transport layer, right? A common overlay network we use a lot, VPN. And a lot of organizations ask their employees to use VPN to connect inside network for security. Back to my coding job in Shanghai, I was using VPN every time I worked from home. So another overlay network example, SDN, software-defined network. By the way, one thing I didn't realize, the zero trust architecture built by NIST, it is an software-defined network because we can see divided network into data plane and control plane here. This is a typical feature of software-defined network. So actually yesterday I saw that Wikipedia of zero trust mentions this. A zero trust architecture must contain an overlay network. I should have seen this long time ago. So back to overlay network example. The peer-to-peer network that Dr. Sajadi and I have studied on before, IPFS, it's an overlay network. Yeah, it's a perfect example. An overlay network added on application layer. And zero trust OpenZiti, it's an overlay network built for application layer 2. Yeah, that's it. That's what it is. And next, why it's built. It's very cliche. From OpenZiti official website, it's built for in response to raising cybercrime and the limitation of existing solutions. So OpenZiti is built to offering a zero trust architecture that secures own connections, including those typically ignored by other solutions. So how to use OpenZiti? OpenZiti is written using Go, and now it provides SDKs for users, including Go, Python, C, C Sharp, Java, JavaScript, and Swift. So it's provided as a library. For example, for a Python project, we just need to install it for our project, then import and put 2 lines of code in the project configuration file, like this or like this. They have 2 ways to use it. I will make a video using OpenZiti with an analysis of OpenZiti source code. So for the last half year, maybe even longer, we have been talking about zero trust. And I have written 2 superficial papers about zero trust too. And after I saw this OpenZiti, I really think this project gives us direction where we should go, or at least where we can go. Zero trust, to me, at first, it means you don't trust anything, right? But we just can't explain it. I just can't explain it very clear. Now look back, don't trust anything, obviously, is never truly capable. Because at some point we have to trust something. There has to be some kind of trust. And it's not so much about like having absolutely no trust. It's about knowing where the trust comes from and having a trusted root and starting from that trusted root. So an overlay network is, at least it could be, the trusted root. Or it can be one of the tools for, for cybersecurity, also for our research. So I feel this can be my dissertation. We can build a practical overlay network using OpenZiti, which it's already is one, but we can do some extended development. And this overlay network could serve as a part of this comprehensive zero trust architecture in my last paper. And for now, OpenZiti claims that their open source community is thriving. I'm not so sure about that because they just announced their version 1.0 last month. But they do have 125 fork on GitHub. So that's it for now. I will dig into their code on GitHub and then see any improvements we can do. I will try to submit issues, pull requests to their GitHub as a community contributor, and also to see any extended development we can do. So thanks for your time listening to me. Bye.